Hey guys, welcome back. So today I want to update you on another wish list. I started this idea a few videos back and I'll link them below in the description box, but I went over some of my old Sephora wish list videos and I wanted to kind of update you on, did I buy the stuff? Did I return the stuff? What happened to this stuff? So I think this is a good video to not only walk you through my thought process on why I bought something or why I didn't buy something, but let you know too, if I did buy it, do I like it, would I recommend it? And I think these are great videos to reference to if you're still shopping. It's not too late to pick up a gift for somebody or for yourself. You know, I'm guilty of that. So anyways, I also just filmed this look. This is one of the lip options. If it's up, I will link it in a card and below. If it's not up, it's coming very soon. I don't know which one I'm putting up first, but if it is up, it's a chit chat, get ready with me, and this was a requested eye look. So yeah, so I like to fulfill your requests as you ask me. So this wish list is from April of 2016, and it's always interesting to me for myself to go back and look at what I was wanting, because sometimes you really wanted it, other times it was like an impulse thing or somebody told you you wanted it, but you really didn't want it kind of thing. So yeah, so I'll link the original video and the playlist of these update things below in the description box. Everything you ever need to know is always in the description box. I try to fill it with all the information you could ever possibly need. Yet still, sometimes I still get the question like, what are you wearing? Or what are you talking? It's like, it's in the description box. So I'm just going to go in order of what I had first talked about here. So the first thing I wrote down that I was wanting was the Urban Decay Diamond Dog Moon Dust Eyeshadow. Now, I will insert pictures of things that I don't have. I did not end up buying that. However, I still want it. And I think the reason I ended up not buying it is because I was looking at dupes for it and I did have something very similar to it. So that was my justification for not buying it, which if you have something similar to something else, you don't need to have that other thing. Like, debate over which formula is better. Do you own the better one already? Well, then you don't need the other. You don't need the other one. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I justify my purchases. And when some of my friends will ask me, well, are you getting this or are you getting that? And it's like, I'll explain to them, like, do you have something better already? Well, then you don't want the lesser than. You know what I mean? Okay, so anyways, I was going to show you the ones I do have. This is Solstice, which is like a red to blue shift. How fun is that? I need to wear this, actually. I don't think I've worn this in quite some time. And then I have the shade Ether, which I got this in a swap with my friend Lori Jollicoeur, which I see she is back to posting videos, so I will link her channel below. She is the sweetest person ever. Such a wonderful soul. And then this was my first one I ever bought, and it's the shade Moonspoon. I'd say this one's my favorite because it's the most universal, and it's a really flattering silvery shade all over the lid. So do I still want Diamond Dog is the question. I actually do. I might get that sometime with the Ulta 20% off, or if Urban Decay ever does a sale. I wouldn't pay full price. Next, we have the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Concealer. Now, you all know I love that foundation. Absolutely love that foundation. Hands down, would repurchase it when I'm done. And I will. I tried the concealer during I went to Sephora. She did my makeup and stuff. And I didn't like the coverage. Just felt like it was a little lackluster in the coverage. And for me, I feel like the concealer I don't care if my face isn't completely concealed in full coverage. You know what I mean? But I do care if there's spots of skin showing underneath your eyes, because when you look at a person, what are you looking at? You're looking at their eyes. So if this looks all weird and stuff, I feel like it takes away from the person. So if I'm going to wear makeup and have concealer, we're going to have a full coverage and we're going to cover up whatever needs to be covered up kind of thing. So there's others I've tried that I like better, so that one I did not purchase. Next on the list is the Anastasia Glow Kit in Gleam, and I did end up buying that. This was a limited thing. However, hold up, they do have permanent ones, but this particular shade Starburst that is in this palette is lovely, and it's also currently available in their holiday, I think it's called Sugar, their holiday set of 4 of these that's out right this moment. So if you are wanting this, you've seen a lot of people talk about this shade. It was limited to this palette, but it is back. So grab that if this interests you. I love this. This is my favorite one. Since then, they've come out with others. I've not bought any others, but my sweet friend Brandy did send me this one. This is the Sweets one. And also, if you missed out on this one, the shade Marshmallow and the shade Butterscotch are also in that limited holiday release that is out right now. So you would be able to get some of these shades from these two limited ones in the current one. But yes, I do love these. I love the formula of these. These are up there for me with like a Becca highlighter where they're very buttery. I'm wearing Becca actually today. They're very buttery. They're very bam in your face. They're not a subtle highlight, but they're very well done. Next on my list is a primer. And I have the Becca Backlight Primer written down. I've had a few samples of that, but I never felt the need after using samples to go out and buy it, and I'll tell you why. What I like a primer to do, obviously, is to hold on my makeup, smooth out my pores, fill in my texture, that kind of thing. And I felt like that primer didn't fill in my pores, it didn't smooth out my texture. Yes, it made my skin glowy and lovely, but I can achieve that with my moisturizer and my vitamin C serum and, like other ways. And so what I seek out a primer to do, that one didn't fulfill, so I didn't actually go out and buy it. I've had samples and it is pretty and stuff, so depending on your skin and what you need, I'd say it might suit you, but for me, it didn't fill in my pores, and that's my number one need. Next on the list is the Sunday Riley Good Jeans Serum. Yes, yes, and yes. I have bought that. I don't have it right this second, but I have bought that and I've used it and I've loved it. It's lactic acid. It's a wonderful, I like to during the daytime. That's when I would use it. I like the lactic acid. It's a little gentler of an acid. I like to do the salicylic and the glycolic at nighttime, but it's a really nice addition to your skincare routine. It's spendy, but you don't need to use a ton of it. Maybe just, don't do it every day if you want it to last kind of thing. Or use a different acid at night. And as long as you're doing an acid once a day, I mean, that's probably more than enough. But I did love that stuff, and I do recommend it. Next on the list is the Marc Jacobs Petra nail polish. I never bought that. I have so much nail polish that I really tried to rein in my nail polish buying. I haven't bought nail polish in a little while because I have so much, probably a dumb amount, more than the average person. I'm trying to remember. I know it was kind of like a very different shade. I want to say it was like a brown, granite, gray, slate color with a bunch of glitter in it or something. I don't know. It looked cool. I never ended up buying it, so I must have told myself, Chelsea, take a chill on the nail polish. Next on the list is the Burberry blush in the shade Blossom. I still didn't buy that. You know what? I would like to have that. It's a beautiful, if I remember correctly, I think it was like a corally pink. I have two other Burberry blushes that I own and do love. I definitely recommend these if you're looking for a wow gift or something to really, you want to give a really nice makeup gift to someone. Sorry, suddenly I'm starting to feel congested. Not a good sign. I do recommend these. Now this is the shade Earthy, which, I like this, but I don't think I would give this as a gift necessarily unless I knew the person loved makeup, because this isn't your average blush shade. Or, actually, you know what? I'd give this to someone who doesn't like blush but likes to have a little bit of definition, because it's a very good, just like a subtle bronzed or just a subtle contoured look. I feel like if you're on a makeup set or on a movie set or a television set and you're doing a scene where it looks like she's not wearing makeup but she is just ever so slightly, I feel like this would be what they would use. And then the other one I have, I love. This is Cameo. Cameo is a beautiful, cooler toned pink. Oh, these smell so good. It's a wonderful, wonderful formula. Packaging is stunning. Marc Jacobs Velvet Noir Mascara. I had a sample of that and I did not like it. From what I remember, I did not like it. I thought it was very lackluster for the price. Dior Show Extas Mascara. I did try that and I really did like that, but you know what? I think they've since discontinued this. I don't think they make it. I know they have a new Dior one out, and I think looking at the wand, it's similar to the Dior Show Extas. I could be wrong, but you know what? Sometimes you can find these mascaras on websites that, they might not sell them in your mainstream stores, but they're still dwindling around. So if that was something you enjoyed, either one of those, I'm sure. Well, not the Marc Jacobs, but I'm talking about the Dior Show Extas. I'm sure you can find it. Next on here is the Kate Somerville Exfoliate. Oh my gosh, that stuff smells so good. I had one of those 100-point perks, which was totally worth it, honestly. Because 100 points is you spent $100, right? So I don't frivolously spend my Sephora points because they never have anything I want, number one. And number two, I keep in mind and perspective that if you're going to cash in 100 points, that's $100. So I better be cashing in my points for something good. But the Exfoliate, I had a large jumbo size deluxe sample, probably a code I used at one point. That stuff smells amazing. It's very finely milled. It's a very wonderful exfoliator. However, I currently have 3 in my stash, so I still haven't bought the full size of that. I have some cheaper alternatives, however, because it is spendy. The Pixie Peel and Polish, I did do a separate video of this. This is basically an at-home exfoliating experience. This has lactic acid in it. You can use it as a peel, like leave it on and then like scrub it in and wash it off, or you can just scrub your face and wash it off. It's wonderful. It really gives me baby smooth skin, and it's super affordable. Another one that's roughly affordable, all of these really. This is the Juice Beauty Stem Cellular Resurfacing Micro Exfoliant. This is the newest one to my collection. Juice had sent this to me, and I like it. It's very finely milled. It's not a chunky grit. I don't like a grit that's too chunky because I feel like it's too harsh for my skin type, but this is really nice. And the other one, I use this in my shower, like usually at nighttime, but at least I'd say 3 times a week, maybe 4 times a week. This is the Red Current Exfoliating Cleanser by Eminence, which is an organic, cruelty-free, all-natural skincare line. Really nice. This is for normal to combo, it says, but I think anyone could really use this. If you want to do a good physical exfoliant, any one of these I think are good alternatives. Next on the list is the Makeup Forever Ink Liner. I still to this day have not bought that, and I think what deters me from it is like it dries matte, right? And I love that. But today I used the NYX matte eyeliner, liquid eyeliner, and I'm loving that, and it's like okay, sorry, my card got full. I've been talking too long. So the Makeup Forever ink liner, I would like to try it someday, but I'm just saying that the NYX one is affordable, like super affordable, and it's doing the job, so I'm not feeling like the need. But you know, someday I will probably try it because I like to always try new things, so someday I will buy it. The last thing I was wanting to try are the Boscia sheet masks. They came as a recommendation from my friend Amy. I did buy them. I did love them. I haven't bought sheet masks. Actually, I don't think I've bought them since last year. It's just not a thing that I think to do. I have like other types of masks that I do, but quite frankly, I haven't been very religious about masking, and I know you're supposed to and all that jazz, but it's like, I already spent enough time with all my lotions and potions, and my husband sits in bed and he's like, how long are you going to be in there putting stuff on your face? And to a man, like, I could think about that is kind of funny. Like, I'm standing there and putting stuff on, putting stuff on, putting stuff on. So he's really like how much can you layer on your face? Well, this was fun. I like to do these types of videos. So check out the other videos if you want to have some more recommendations or just basic updates on products, which is why I do this, because I feel like it's just another way to update you on what I bought and what I didn't, what I returned kind of thing. So yeah, I didn't have nothing I returned this time, so that's a good thing. And I hope you guys enjoyed this, and we will chit chat very soon. Bye guys.